Hi there, this is a very quick update on analysis of the first teaser trailer for House of the Dragon Season 2. Really more of an opportunity to correct something I reported months ago in leaks. That rather than make one big video, I'm mostly focusing on splitting off smaller topical videos about specific things in the teaser trailer. One of which is that we see Alicent running away in the streets of King's Landing during what appear to be riots, surrounded by the Kingsguard. That we've heard there are going to be food riots in Season 2 because, as they said, the Velaryon fleet is blockading the city, and that becomes a strategic concern of we're going to have to conquer more of the Crown lands to get food. They're cutting off food from the Riverlands, all of that. To make it clear, there are actually going to be 2 riots in Season 2. One in Episode 2, during the funeral procession, which we got a lot of spy photos of back in May. Also, a second one in Episode 7, which is specifically food riots because of the blockade. The one in Episode 2 isn't so much food riots because it's very soon after the blockade started. It might be like 2 or 3 weeks after the end of Season 1, I'm guessing, but later on when the food shortages actually start to become a problem by around Episode 7-ish. The other thing we noticed from that, which I put in my first video, is there's this weird shot of Alicent in front of a lake, and we don't know what that is. It might be a dream sequence. More than one person like AllShiftX, Red Team Review, think maybe it's a dream sequence. But the one thing we do know from the filming schedule, because that's a real lake, is that's in Episode 7. So maybe it's part of a nightmare or a dream. I'm not going to guess on that. That's not really what I'm focused on here. Just, it happens the same episode as the food riot, so maybe it's her having nightmares because of that. I can only guess. We heard there's a scene where a stuntman gets his arm cut off. Not for real. I mean, there's a prop arm that they cut off. Pretty sure from the way it's shot in the trailer, one of the Kingsguard is going to cut that guy's arm off who puts his arm on Alicent to defend her. That happened in the book when a man, during the food riots with which Sansa is in, a man managed to get his arm on Sansa, tried to pull her off her horse, so Sandor just cut his arm off, and she was traumatized from that. But seeing the violence. But there's 2 separate riots. That one is food riots. Just to clarify that you can tell because her costume is different between this and the funeral scenes. These are different riots. But the real reason I made this short, under 5 minutes video is to highlight a major correction, which is a correction for the better. Months ago, back in May to June, we had a couple of filming rumors we couldn't quite confirm that the Blacks are going to smuggle food drops into King's Landing, specifically to Flea Bottom. They're smuggling in food aid to win the populace over. Okay, and well, how are they going to... Well, that's why they call it smuggling. They smuggle it in. Fair enough. That they're... And not a lot, but they're trying to smuggle in food shipments to play the game of we're winning them over. And we heard part of this is being overseen by a hooded woman, which a lot of people speculated was Rhaenyra in order to give Rhaenyra more to do in Season 2. And I was on the fence about that because Rhaenyra risking herself sneaking into the enemy capital, it doesn't really make too much sense to me. It seemed a little too risky. Why would she personally do that? Now, Daemon, we've heard rumors Daemon is going to sneak into King's Landing to personally hire Blood and Cheese. Well, because he's goddamn Daemon Targaryen, Prince of the City, and he knows every alleyway because he used to be commander of the Gold Cloaks, and he's dangerous. They have to worry about him. That makes enough sense to me. The people sneak in because it's as if they have secret tunnels. They do have secret tunnels, and Season 1 even showed that Daemon knows how to use the secret tunnels. So, well, those are in the Red Keep, not in the city, but that Daemon could sneak in, I accept that. In terms of travel time and the plausibility, and what we wanted to have Matt on screen more. Rhaenyra, not so much. What we found out through more recent leaks in the past 3 or 4 weeks is that the hooded woman is actually Alinda Massey, Rhaenyra's handmaiden from Season 1. She was in 3 episodes. She is a book character. not Rhaenyra herself. But okay, they're giving her handmaiden more to do and building her up as a character. She had speaking lines. House Massey, they rule the Massey's Hook Peninsula. They're very close allies of the Targaryens, played by Jordan Stevens. So we heard that, okay, it's not Rhaenyra overseeing the food drops being smuggled in. It's Rhaenyra's handmaiden, Alinda, who is a character. I kind of hope that they work in that she's doing it with Marilda of Hull, but that was pure speculation. Marilda is the mother of Adam and Alan of Hull, and she's a recurring character. We think we know who's playing that. Might be involved or not, but the point of this update is there's two separate riot scenes, and the food smuggling, which we were worried they were doing something weird with Rhaenyra personally doing it, it's actually her handmaiden Linda. All is well.